Welcome to today's edition of Lean Talk. Special thanks to our sponsor EMS Consulting Group. We're honored to have our biggest name guest ever, host of the popular show Transformation Impossible, the Lean community's favorite celebrity, Bobby Newport. My name is Lucy B. Lean.
Lucy, it's truly an honor. I'm an avid watcher of this show, and it's surreal actually being on it myself.
Well, the pleasure is all mine. As you know, I will be asking a series of questions related to leadership and lean or operational excellence. We want to start by talking about your new show, Transformation Impossible. How did this show come to be?
Well, Transformation Impossible was based on the idea that we could demonstrate the principles of continuous improvement and respect for people with transformational case studies. Initially, we had our network contact CEOs and owners with the idea for this show. If they would like to be on the show and they had a good situation for us to tackle, we would contact them. We had an overwhelming response. So many organizations from all kinds of industries need help, and we want to help them all, but, of course, that's not possible. So, we chose 5 companies for our first season. They included 1 manufacturing company, 1 biotech, a software company, and 2 healthcare organizations. I believe we have a clip to show of me talking about one of the organizations.
Actually, we have 2 clips. The first includes your intro to the show, and the second is your introduction to the company. In this case, it is Irvine Hospital from episode 5. George, can you show both clips?
Welcome. My name is Bobby Newport, and this is Transformation Impossible. I help companies transform their organizations through lean culture change. Lean is about creating a culture of continuous improvement and respect for people. This results in a company that delivers high-quality products and services on time and at lower cost. Today, we're going to be visiting Irvine Hospital in Southern California. Irvine Hospital is a large hospital system that is in financial peril. Over the past 4 years, lengths of stay have increased and financial solvency has become a major issue. Let's go inside and start the long process of transformation. We'll begin by talking with the CEO to find out more about their current situation.
Great clip. Now I already know what happened because I watched it as soon as it was released. But, for our viewers who haven't seen it, what happens once you go inside? What does transformation look like?
Well, I start out talking with the CEO or owner. In the case of Irvine Hospital, it was the CEO, Miriam. She explained the situation in more detail. I usually interview some team members and walk around to observe. You'd be surprised how much you learn just through observation. After that, we put together a plan to get started. You can't transform an organization in a week, but you can get jump-started. In this case, we brought in Karina Sullivan from EMS Consulting Group, and she began teaching and then coaching some small teams through problem-solving.
Wow. That's exciting. And I love Karina too. So, what happens next?
Well, your viewers will just have to watch the show, won't they? But I'll give you a teaser. In the first week, we are generally trying to demonstrate a big win for the organization. Something that they can hang their hat on, so to speak. This gives them enough momentum to keep it going. Karina or one of Darren's other people at EMS Consulting Group continue working with the client with the goal of making them self-sufficient. That's why I love to work with EMS Consulting Group. Darren's philosophy has always been to build capability at the client and not to keep a team on site and just drain them dry of their cash. Darren would rather have a great referral for life than maximize revenues. And it's paid off as they have a great reputation.
What an endorsement. And what an exciting show this has become. I absolutely love it. Now, regarding the approach, is it always the same for each company? Or is there a difference in approach from organization to organization?
Well, what is the same is that we come from a philosophy of continuous improvement and respect for people. This is key. But the actual activities that we do are dependent on the organization's specific situation. This also fits in with the philosophy of EMS Consulting Group. Darren always says that there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach to lean. Every company has a different situation and starting point. If we're doing our job correctly, we determine which approach will fit best and have the highest likelihood of success.
That's what I love about the show. It doesn't just go through exactly the same approach every time. It reflects the reality that every company is unique, and it's the consultant's job to help them find the best way to make transformation happen.
So many lean consultants, especially the big names, just have a one-size-fits-all formula, and most of it is used to benefit their bottom line in the short term. This is exactly the opposite of what lean is supposed to represent. The idea of long-term success and the idea of benefiting people and partners and, of course, customers. That's what we strive to do on Transformation Impossible, while having a little fun as well.
Yes, very important point. It reminds me of Jeffrey Liker's 14 Principles of the Toyota Way. I believe Principle 1 is about taking a long-term view even if it is at the expense of short-term gain. A lot of CEOs would do well to just change their thinking and adopt this principle. But that might be asking for too much.
Well, we're trying to convey that idea with each episode of Transformation Impossible. Lean will not be an overnight success, but if we always include continuous improvement and respect for people, we'll be on the right track to long-term success.
All right, now for the final question. When will Season 2 of Transformation Impossible begin? And what should we expect? Any new wrinkles in the show?
Well, I think we'll be back soon. Late summer, early fall most likely. I've had lots of meetings with Darren to figure out how we can take the show to the next level. Lots of good ideas to come. We want to make the show somewhat educational. I think the first 5 episodes teach some basic concepts of what lean is all about. In Season 2 we'll take on some new ideas. Darren would like to introduce different principles and tools that can be used to build an organization that has both respect for people and continuous improvement. Like he always says, don't be so quick to poo-poo the tools.
Yes, absolutely. We had CEO Marty Salerno on the show last year, and he made that same point. Lean is not about the tools, but we shouldn't dismiss them. They should be used to support the bigger vision.
Exactly right. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure being on the show. Thanks, Lucy.
Bobby, thanks so much. Transformation Impossible is such a big hit. And I can't wait for Season 2 to come out. Thanks everyone. That's our show for today. Lucy B. Lean, signing off.